again. I know that beat is just great, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Wow, I don't know. I wanted to get you all hyped up because this is an exciting broadcast where we are headed over to Clemson University to look at much younger, prettier, more handsome people than me to talk about cancel culture. No, not in Clemson. Go away, cancel culture. Bringing us live up to the program, joining us, Devin Baldwin and Armani Gracia. Hello, how are you guys?
Hi.
Pretty good. How about yourself, Kelly?
I am all jacked up from that intro music. Just kidding.
Yeah, it was fire.
I liked it.
Fire, man.
That's so funny. You guys are so cute. All right, wait. Raise your hand if you did spring break in Florida and didn't get arrested. Oh, no. Oh, boy. All right, Devin, what can you share without getting yourself in trouble with your parents or law enforcement?
I mean, my dad told me that if he had to drive 9 hours because I got arrested, that he wasn't going to be happy. So that went well. We just hung out on the beach a lot. So.
Oh, my gosh. So anything did you see that you want to share? Because, I mean, the crackdown was crazy.
It was so weird just to be around places that did not require a mask at all. Like there's a Walmart a few minutes down from the house and there was just not a mask in sight. And it was just so weird to see how normal it felt.
Wow.
But we all tested negative for COVID, so we're good.
Yay! Breaking news for everyone. No COVID. That's great. So Devin Baldwin is with Young Women for America, and we're going to be talking about cancel culture creeping into Clemson by way of a meeting coming up on April 8th for, of all things, to back the blue. But Armani Gracia, welcome back, by the way.
Well, thank you for having me back, Kelly.
So he's actually gotten a pay grade, an upgrade at Blexit. So Armani's joined me on a few broadcasts in the past. Can you believe it was last year and we were watching the presidential debates? I feel like the whole world's flipped on its ear now at this point.
And at that time, we had no idea that the election would be stolen.
It's insane what we have gone through since then and what we're still continuing to go through. So Armani, tell us about Blexit. So Armani is the director of student engagement for Blexit. For people who are just tuning in and don't know what Blexit is.
So Blexit is an organization founded by Candace Owens and Brandon Tatum. Actually, we're going to be speaking about Brandon Tatum later on this program, about he's one of the, he's one of the speakers of this event, the Black to Blue event. And Blexit is a group organization that is targeted to minority communities and empower the minority communities. And so since January, I'm the new director of student engagement for the Blexit student movement, which is I'm going to supervise the operations of the Blexit student movement. That's one of my jobs. I recruit Generation Z students to join the organization. I assist with chapter production at college campuses, and I manage the social media accounts. You can follow us at Blexit Student on Instagram. So if you go to HBCU, you're watching this, we're looking for you. So hit me up on Instagram if you want to start a chapter at your campus pretty soon.
I tell you what's wild is actually marching through the extremely liberal streets of DC with Brandon Tatum, interviewing him, and Blexit, and watch it. You know, we're talking about people who don't look like me in mass, right? So we got thousands of Black folks in mass in red MAGA hats marching through the streets of DC, backing the blue, and the triggering of the snowflakes along the sidewalk. They didn't know what to do.
They also said that we all got paid by Trump to go to the event. So
that was
what CNN and MSNBC said.
Fake news. So anyway,
that was fake news.
So it was great to march with Brandon Tatum, who is a former officer out of Arizona. Isn't that right? He's a former Arizona police officer. Tucson. So he is going to come to Clemson. You are not canceling Brandon Tatum. All of you snowflakes out there who started a change.org petition that's got a couple thousand, I believe, signatures, right? So I want to hear, Devin is with Young Women for America. Is that right? Yeah. YWA. What's that club? Tell us a little bit about it.
So it's pretty much a women's association at Clemson that just has strong Christian conservative values, and just kind of it's a group of people that we all have the same beliefs, and just kind of encourage that and try to spread awareness of it on campus.
That sounds so nice. People get so nervous about sending their kids to college. It's like, it's not a cesspool. Yay.
I'm not a part of the organization, obviously, because I'm a man, but I'm a huge fan of YW myself because they're really fighting for women's sports right now. Women's sports right now.
That's
not transgender
so crazy
sports,
right now.
Women's sports.
Can we please? I mean, this may be another topic for another day, but the insanity that we're even having a conversation about protecting women's sports and keeping men from beating up women on the ball field is insanity. Okay, so I played Euro sports, so this is what I could go off on for a while.
Yeah,
we're gonna stick with the attempt to cancel this event coming up on April 8th to back the blue. Of all things, what on earth could anyone at Clemson say that they were against backing law enforcement? What's the problem with this event? What are you hearing?
So a lot of the things that I'm hearing from people posting that are like supporting the petition and stuff like that are saying that Tomi Lahren's not an actual politician. She's just a racist talk show host that's gotten fired for being racist, which is like not even true. She like
No.
Yeah, I've seen people say that she's like been fired from her own talk show host because she was racist, when the actual like she got fired because she said that she supported abortion. So you think that they'd actually be supportive of that. But yeah, that's been like the main things that I've been hearing is just she's racist and not an actual politician. So they want not only her to have the event canceled, but have her banned from the university as a
Yet she's coming to the university with a black man.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Has that been lost on
Exactly.
everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, people, because I'm a conservative talk show host, they call me a racist as well. I'm like, you might want to take that up with my first best friend, Ronald, who was also my neighbor, and he was black. But anyway, facts don't matter. It's all about feelings. Right, Armani? What are you hearing?
Right. Usually, I run the social media accounts for the chapter, so I'm pretty much in the front lines of this one. So basically, I've seen my Snapchat stories and my Instagram stories get blown up with this petition. It's been like 2,500 signatures. It's not going to do anything really, but they can sign the petition all they want. We're still having the event. We're still going to show up at the Malden Center at I think 7 o'clock, April 8th. So if you want tickets, go to Eventbrite. It's like $10 because you have to raise the price because of it was free tickets originally, and who doesn't like free stuff? And as a college student, so I'm kidding, guys. We don't like socialism, but it was free. But it was free. But people liberals, they requested 90,000 tickets, so we had to come up with a system to stop that. So yeah, we had to figure it out. We had to figure out really. We had to figure out a system to find a legit ticket for that one, for the event.
Wow. So
it's ridiculous.
Well, we'll put a link. We'll drop a link to the tickets, and in case, well, like how big is the venue? Like how many people can show up?
I want to say it's 300, 200 people. I want to say that's 300, 200 people. Or
so
200 people. But
you think you'll get that easy?
Well, I'm a part of the leadership for the chapter, so I'm already a VIP to begin with. I get my seating, but if you're
do you think it's going to fill up quickly?
Oh, for sure. It's Brandon Tatum and Tomi Lahren. Come on.
Yeah, come on. Okay, so are you worried about agitators, whether it's inside or out, infiltrating or otherwise?
I'm not because we're going to have, obviously this event's going to be filled with police officers because Lauren didn't end up getting on this show. She's the chapter president here at Turning Point. We're going to be having officers protect the event and we're going to be honoring them at the event. So we're not worried about any agitators or protesters at all.
Good. So any other goings on that you're hearing of lately on campus?
So it's not really being, it's not really being like advertised, but my roommate, she's the president of Hillel, which is the Jewish community.
She's getting, hey, what's going on? I can't hear you. It's muted. There you go.
Sorry about
You're back.
But my roommate, she's the president of Hillel, which is the Jewish community on campus. And they were part of one of the organizations trying to cancel this event. And so she
said, she's your roommate.
I know. I love her, but that's just something we will never agree on is politics. But they sent an email to President Clement saying that she should not be invited. She should be banned from campus, kind of go along with all of that. And he actually had his assistant respond pretty much saying that he was not even going to acknowledge it. So then they reached out to Chris Miller, who's the dean of students, and they had a meeting with him. I don't know exactly how it went, but I know that the main point of their conversation wasn't necessarily like defending why she was coming, but was more talking about how they want more student involvement and who gets a say in like coming and speaking at Clemson. But
Armani, you got to keep
It's
inviting more
stupid.
people back.
yeah.
Keep stirring it up.
So we're having Tomi Lahren and I got it. So we're having Tomi Lahren and Brandon Tatum on the 8th, and then we're also having another turning point, a big turning point named Isabel Brown on the 1st. So we got 2 big names in 1 month coming to Clemson.
For people who can't be there, are you going to be streaming this?
Not to my knowledge, no, ma'am.
Well, we might work on that. I'll be in touch. So, because they're very, both Tomi and Brandon are very powerful speakers. It would be a great message to share with everyone who wants to tune in. So, maybe that's something we can work out on event night. So listen, I'm curious, students in Clemson, for people who are just tuning in. So Armani Gracia and Devin Baldwin just checking in from Clemson, where they're basically giving cancel culture the hand. Because I'm thinking, Clemson, really? Clemson University, we're canceling conservatives? No, that's not happening. So I'm glad to hear the event is going. What has been different, by the way, since we're a year into COVID, now that y'all are back on campus?
Go ahead.
I mean, mainly just classes. It's all been online for the most part. I've had a couple classes that were supposed to be like normal and come back in like in person for this semester, but the professors have switched it back to being online. So it's just like a weird back and forth, but I haven't been to campus as much because I live off campus. So it's been kind of odd.
Wow. What about you, Armani?
I haven't been on campus the past like 2 semesters, or this semester and last semester. I haven't been on campus at all. All my classes have been through Zoom. So, I think we're going to talk about this in a couple of seconds. But Clemson's going back to fully in person this fall, I believe, and having a full capacity Clemson football games. So that's something to look forward to after the COVID crisis.
Yeah.
That is going to be like spring break at Miami. No one get arrested, all right?
Well, it's going to be wild. It's going to be wild because our first game is in Georgia. Then I think we were on the road for like a week, and then we come to Clemson. So that's going to be packed. It's the first like big game, big like full capacity game Clemson has had in 2 years.
Wow, that's exciting. Well, I'm glad to hear that. And you'll have to keep us up to date. So the future is bright. That's great news. What about for people tuning in who are so worried? Our millennials are lost. And then we've got, let's see, Gen XYZ, y'all are Z. I don't know. I can't keep up anymore. But anyway, like our youngest generations, y'all are supposed to be the ones that save the world. I don't know if y'all realize this. Like you're some of the most conservative younger people when it comes to future generations that are literally supposed to fix everything that's being broken right now. So is there anything you want to add? Words of encouragement for people who are watching right now? Maybe it's young folks who, feel a certain way, but they're afraid to talk about it because they're at the extremely liberal insert college here, What advice do you have?
Go ahead.
I mean, when I first got to Clemson, most of my friends that I first made were very openly liberal, but it's just like, it's so easy to just find, like, once you find just like one person, it opens to like a whole just community of people that have like the same beliefs as you. So honestly, just keep looking for that one entrance person and you'll get there.
Right. And, just don't be afraid to speak out. I get Kelly's seen my political rise and all this, but do not be afraid to speak out because there's more people who actually like believe what you're saying than you think there are. And also, if you're a college student, if you feel lonely, look for your local YWA chapter or Turning Point chapter or YAF chapter. They're all great chapters full of people that have the same viewpoints as you.
So again, that's Young Women for America, which we're talking with Devin Baldwin. And then also you've got Turning Point, the chapter at Clemson. How big is Turning Point? Do you know?
Last I mean, it's obviously grown since the last time we've talked. It was at 113 members when the last time we talked. Now it's at like 250 members. So we're one of the biggest chapters in the country.
I really think with Trump's momentum and the America First movement, I know grassroots boots on the ground. So many people have gotten more involved politically than they ever have before. And I think that's going to continue to happen with your groups. You're going to see more people.
Because even though we didn't win the presidency, which it sucks, really, it would suck that we don't have Trump for another 4 years. Conservatives have the momentum, if you really think about it. We were on track to win the House in 2022. We can pick up a Senate seat or two in 2022 as well. And by that time, we'll probably have Trump or DeSantis as the GOP, as the running in the GOP field. So we have all the momentum on social media too. That's one of the biggest things. I mean, the left can't meme, the right can meme.
Yeah, there you go, Armani. So I can see. I could see Armani as somewhere on a board, city council, county council, working your way up to congressman and so on. So what about you, Devin? You ever think you'd see yourself in politics, or where do you see yourself in the future?
Probably not anything directly relating to politics, but I'm majoring in recreational therapy and hoping to work through like the VA and help work towards giving back with veterans. So kind of more military route.
That's wonderful.
You don't have to be in like a political position to be like politically active. You can be you can be politically active as like a nurse, because we do need more conservatives in all the other fields like technology and all that.
Yeah, that's true.
True. All right. So your contact info, we will drop in the comments below on the post here when it comes to the events coming up. The event is April 8th. It's Back the Blue with Tomi Lahren and Brandon Tatum. Stay tuned to find out if we can get a live stream on that. So y'all be careful out there, those crazy cancel culture clowns.
We will. Don't worry.
We'll fight them off.
All right. Well, thanks for spending some time with me, and good luck to getting back in person and certainly at those games. I know y'all are looking forward to it.
Thank you. Go Tigers.
Thank you.
There you go. All right. Appreciate it, y'all.